Okay. Odd. Odd. So we're going to get to talk to all of them, because I know we were talking to the control... Oh, shoot. I'm forgetting the names. We were talking to Viper and the main manager lady frequently. Okay. I'm going to send Dragoneer over here.
To the new zone?
Yeah.
And you might want to send someone down from up top?
Honestly, I think I'm going to take these two. And... probably 2B Lewis. Yeah, we really got to get some of their stats up.
That means you'll have to have them work with some of the creatures.
Yeah. I mean, it shouldn't be too bad. The fairy, for example, is super reliable red stats. One thing what we might want to do is just go as far as we can, and then go all the way back to the very beginning, and just use Zayn to super boost a couple of characters. Or not Zayn, One Sin a bunch of times.
Ah, the One Sin.
To just, like, hyper boost a character. Or we just have a lot of lobs that we can just use for whatever. They're all too good to be.
Kind of like the look of the purple bowl cut, but it's gone. Long gone.
That one?
Oh, no. It wasn't quite like that. It was more of the swept over bangs.
Yeah, when you see
that bang actually looked pretty cool.
this one?
No. Go back one.
This one?
It's asymmetrical. It's interesting. Yeah, the short hair looked good with it.
This one or this one?
That one.
Okay. Black hair. Perfect. Unfortunately...
You haven't changed their eyes, have you?
No, I don't mess with it. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, the one thing is I do actually have stat points that I could use, but we'll just make do. Hello. Oh, that's it. Oh, it's this thing. I remember this.
What?
We saw it, and it freaked me out, and then we reset, because I think everyone died.
I knew that we had seen that before, that we had read that description before about the colors. I didn't want to choose this one.
Well, time to find out if this is a terrible idea or not.
Oh no.
On the plus side, we can have characters from here. Oh wait, no, we can't. We can't. Oh yes, we can pull from other departments if we need to.
It almost seems as though it's a 50-50 split.
Okay.
With the... Oh no, I think... Is the red going to tip the scales?
It's 50-50.
Okay.
It was not cool with that. Let's try this one. Okay, so it does not like instinct. Oh, right. Oh, yeah, we have enough. That's maxed out. That's maxed out. Can't get any gear for that. And... there we go. Another weird, freaky face gun. Because why not? Everything that I haven't... Okay, it looks like we're good now. I don't remember what this spider does.
Well, we only have 2 points in it, unfortunately.
Yep. Well... in retrospect, using Dragoneer for too much isn't really that helpful.
Okay, we have a negative block, a positive block. Okay. It, once again,
It seems to be a
very
pretty
50-50.
solid 50-50.
Uh-oh, nope. The red's starting to overtake. Okay, no, now they're even again.
Yeah.
Okay, this is looking good.
It might even be better. It could be better. What about repression? Okay, so repression is better. Actually, that's good. We don't have a whole lot of repression characters. And that's a stat I'm genuinely fairly low on.
Lacking in?
Yeah. And in fact, looking at this to some degree, if you notice, it actually likes lower levels of justice. So usable mind has a higher success rate.
Mm-hmm. But then the problem is you're training it up as you're using it, right?
Yeah. So what it does is effectively it kind of naturally pushes your agents into the later levels. Mm-hmm. The higher their stats go, the more likely they are needed in like the hardest zones comparatively.
Oh, I'm seeing some purple flashing in the corners. Now, do you have to worry about the old lady?
So, what happens when I neglect the old lady is her room just gets dark. And when there's a meltdown, the whatever character sends in starts losing their mind a little bit.
I just figured you might want to use her to train up someone. Same with the Sin.
Yeah. I'll send Cryoris. Because, I think we want one character that's at least kind of beefy around here. Let's see. Was that Dragoneer?
No. You just selected...
Well, no. I was looking at the log in the corner.
Mm-hmm.
I like alternating.
Because you're concerned that...
Oh, it's even better with attachment. But honestly, repression is still decent to go for. Oh.
When the worker's result was normal, the Quaifoff counter
This
lowers?
might be one of our first escapees.
Yes. I believe it looks very mobile, considering it has those spindly legs. When the work result is bad, it's lowered with a high probability. When employee... Wait.
Panicked during the work.
Rigwaresa panicked during the work.
So we might want to go for the escape info. I know for whatever, like, quote-unquote final run of this, it wouldn't be the worst idea specifically to have just a bunch of non-escaping abnormalities that we just kind of keep around. And just
well, all your other
care.
ones don't.
Yeah, literally I don't think any of these escape.
So why did we choose this one?
We don't know. We've never seen it before.
We haven't seen it before? I thought you said
well,
you had.
no. Like, we don't know the info for it. The first time we were playing this and we got this spider, we, like, immediately got wrecked. And had to reset, so we never learned anything about it.
Was it a different spider or this very
No,
same
it was definitely
spider?
this one. I recognize it. It might have been in my, like, solo attempt a long time ago.
I see.
I should probably work the old lady twice, just for a little while.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because we'll have to keep an eye on that thing, but at this point I have enough people and I could probably just mob it with literally every single person in the facility if it gets out. Because at this point I have a lot of folks. Oh boy.
Meltdown.
Hit you. Okay, let's just go for a high chance on this one, just in case Glyphoth meltdown gets bad.
Can you zoom in to see what's happening?
I mean, it's
what does it say above its head?
Oh, yeah.
The sight of the... Wait, many of our employees are terrified when the fragment of the universe attempts to... Fragment of the universe's tentacles is unclear, but they can cause permanent damage to the human brain.
Yee.
So we know its name.
Wow, it seems really easy to work with if we just use the right one. Okay.
Vulnerable to justice.
Ooh.
What's the ooh?
Max Glyphoth counter is 2. This guy escapes. However, it's not that strong. It's weak to mind. And there's a reasonable chance I can probably just keep it docile. Okay, old lady is at 2 again. I'm just gonna keep sending Cryrus once their sanity is up. I guess I could send a lot of people for sanity training. But I figure if I have one character in each team that just has really high fortitude and prudence, they can tank most of the things. Ego looks cool. Oh, you're right.
Yeah, it's purple.
Fragments from somewhere. I love the suit. Like, the weapon is cool, but the suit looks sick. Not too expensive either. It's unusable mind off. We're good. Oh. Dawn. It's a green dawn. I don't think we've seen that one before. I don't know what that one corresponds with.
Zayn, I don't know either. Because we've seen the shadow ones, we've seen the doll ones. Maybe Zayn, is it supposed to be more holy or angelic? I forget.
Oh, yeah, I think these color codings are different from the ordeal color codings.
Well, no. When you look at the monster or the abnormality elements, if you will.
Oh, that's actually a cute little...
That's a cute illustration. Fragment of the universe. An abnormality that resembles a child's innocent doodles. Originally, it had no stable form. Its shape would continually morph. To this day, its aspects still change, albeit at a much slower pace. Component analysis has revealed that the abnormality consists of matter that does not exist on Earth. It is notable for its metaphysical appearance that one cannot explain with words. It often shows incomprehensible linguistic activity. One employee tried to decipher its speech, see document number 1, employee David Song, but their mental contamination level rose beyond the limit within several days. They suffered severe psychosis and had to be quarantined. The abnormality's tentacles, which are quite different from what we consider the average tentacle, for simplicity's sake we've monikered them as tentacles, can pierce through the barrier of humanity. Employees impaled by the tentacles will suffer semi-permanent brain damage. When the abnormality escapes its containment unit, it will emit noises in the corridor. As the sounds it makes have what would be considered a melody and syllables, we consider it singing. However, none of our staff can precisely remember it, given that most of the time they are unable to describe it due to the serious brain damage. Their serious brain damage. I was about to say the serious brain damage that they experience, but ooh. Those who were within 100 meters of the singing called it a sound unheard of in this world. Because of these descriptions, we've titled it Echoes from the Beyond. See document number 2, Singing. Experiment 1, the possibility of communication.
Give me a second. I'm just gonna... Oh, there's a bunch.
We have determined that the abnormality has an intelligence similar to, or even higher than, that of humans, and gave it a simple language learning course. As a result, a crude communication by combining words has become possible. The following is a segment of the communication record with the abnormality. Question: are all of your kind similar in appearance? Negative. Outside. Child. See. Picture. Face. Happy. Change. Form. Why have you come here? Knowledge. Share. Human. Why do you want to share your knowledge with us? Understanding. Knowledge. Moment. No. Universe. Coincidence. Negative. None. This section is an attempt to decipher the conversation with the abnormality. 1. It based its form on a picture drawn by a child. It changed its form because the child's expression while drawing it was happy. It came here to share its species' knowledge with us. The moment we fully understand that knowledge, we will know their ultimate goal. 3. There is no such thing as coincidence in the universe. Experiment number 2. An experiment on laughter. After watching a video about laughing for 30 minutes, the abnormality understood the concept of laughing. After that, when employees entered its containment unit to work with it, they would sometimes emit a strange noise that of what appeared to be the shape of a smile on his face. Oh, with what appeared to be a smile on his face. It looked like it was mimicking laughter. Wait, can you go up a little bit? Was that the end of the sentence?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Experiment number 3, comprehension of symbols. We taught it the meaning of various symbols along with language. Among them was the shape of a heart. This symbol provoked a distinct change from the abnormality. Q. Showing the abnormality picture of a heart. This is the symbol for heart. Many people believe that emotions come from the heart, and this symbol is used to express positive emotions or a liking towards someone. Omitted. Afterwards, several symbols resembling hearts were seen on the abnormality's body. It seemed to understand that the symbol could be used to express friendliness towards humans. Combining the results of the previous 2 experiments, we can confirm that this abnormality is a non-hostile to humans and wishes to become friends. Document number 1, Employee David's Song. David was famous in his department for his attempts to communicate with a fragment of the universe. He was an intellectual who enjoyed reading philosophical books and gazing at the stars. He held interest in the abnormality, and as such, he got the job. He researches language and behavior purely out of personal interest. So, what became of David? Eventually, he succeeded in entering the domain of the fragment of the universe. However, it was obvious that his small brain couldn't withstand it. He was transferred to the psychiatric ward and died of starvation while singing an unrecognizable song. This is why the abnormality's voice cannot be revealed to the public. Audio record, Echoes of the Universe, currently removed. Document number 2, Singing. Why didn't you tell me earlier that the abnormality was responsible for their condition? I have no idea if there's any pattern, but they all show the same strange behavior in the exact same days. Can you imagine a group of patients staring at the sky with dazed faces, wailing strange noises in the corridor at night while everyone is asleep? I had such a difficult time persuading the other patients that they must have been practicing for the company's upcoming Halloween event. Psychiatric treatment and medicine won't help. Coming, coming, still coming, they keep repeating these words, and anything else they utter is not from any language we know. I think sending them to a general hospital was an unwise decision. So that was just the doctor from the recording.
Yep. Question for people that know. Oh, what's the, Oh. Brooch is cute. Can you level your stats past 5? I don't think so, right?
I would think that's your maximum.
I think it's just the gifts that, increase your capabilities. 100 is the cap. Okay, so I could keep training it and it still levels it. Okay. Okay. Grandma's getting antsy.
Wait, they're... Really? 100 for those stats?
Yeah,
or
so 100
those
is
stats.
the cap. Gifts don't count. Cutoff for 5 is 85. Ah, EX. Got it. I'm loving this beat. It is good. A little repetitive considering, but it is good. Okay. Let's start Shad working here. So EXP won't raise the base stat above 100. That's fine. At least not until you get some very late game research. Good to know.
So, some peculiar alien entity that's trying desperately to communicate, but it's just incomprehensible.
Okay, so it might escape kind of soon.
Doubt.
Oh.
The ordeal manifests in the next... Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, it's up there. What is it? Is it a
Dawn
machine?
of Green. Yeah, it's like a machine thing with a cloak on it. So it is weak to white. And what kind of damage does it do? Attack type red. Oh. Actually, I shouldn't send SDMD or Viral in. Or even that. Oh, there's another one.
Ooh. It's in a side corridor. Closer to the training area.
Oh, there's another one over here, too.
Ooh, in the
I think
corner?
I'm probably going to get a fight posse together.
Ow! Wait, did it just... It just slaughtered them with a lance?
Like animals. Where did... Okay.
They're fighting that one, right?
Yeah. Okay, so that's safe. How are we doing up here? Oh, right, I sent Dragoneer. Ooh, shad. Okay, so far so good. How these...
They seem to be doing alright. Yep, that doubt's dead. That
Yeah,
one's
this is
invaded
why
that
I want to
room.
level at least an amount of my physical stats up. So
Oh
they can
no,
actually...
he's just gonna slaughter those guys. All of them.
Yep, just murked all my clerks.
Mm-hmm.
Fine.
It appears to be something out of a post-apocalyptic world in which the machines attempt to destroy humanity.
Okay.
Well, what purpose would a cloak serve? A robot? Unless it's hiding something under there.
Pull everybody back. Time to heal. Okay. Yeah, definitely need to raise everybody's fighting stats. I've been mostly working on their working stats, but that's maybe not the greatest idea.
How's the Echoes doing?
The what?
Spider?
Oh, it's doing fine. It's near breakout, but I'm not terribly worried about it. That suit. Let's see. Like, it'll probably break out at some point. Kinda soonish. But when that happens, oh well. Let's see.
Oh, that's interesting.
What's up?
I was just thinking about my childhood illustrations. And what, if anything, would be a bizarre monster? And to tell you the truth, I didn't really come up with much for weird creatures. I suppose I was just, when I was young, I was always focused on trying to accurately recreate in my mind what I remembered of existing animals and characters and fantasy creatures. And obviously as I grew older, I started crafting tons of my own, but I don't know if I have any horror scribblings of, you know, bizarre childhood imaginings.
I don't think I did either.
You came up with a lot of weird stuff, it seemed, in
College.
middle school or high
But
school,
it was never
right?
like horror creatures.
You came up with edgy, stylized anime guys.
Oh.
At least from what I've seen of your old art.
Yeah. Well, I was really into World Ends With You.
Right, you had that very hard edge style with the flat colors.
Yeah. Still pretty happy with what I had done with that.
Mm-hmm.
Go back.
But I mean, I can still see it a little bit in the way that you handle thumbnails and some art today.
Hmm. That's probably fine. Figment of the universe is fine.
They ended up on one of the happy faces.
That goes back in. Okay, we're gonna have another meltdown momentarily.
Mm-hmm.
Grants us love.
Oh, there's something on the upper left.
You're right.
What is it? What are they shooting? Oh, man, what is that?
Terrifying. Noon of Violet. Attack type black. Very vulnerable to white.
Is it a giant blob that's more towering in appearance? So who are you gonna have to combat it? Is anyone?
Cryoris
good
is
with
there.
white?
Is it just that one? Oh no, there's another one.
Oh no. Is
Okay.
that... I don't know what language that is that's scrawled along it, but they look like symbols.
And there's another one here.
It almost resembles Sumerian. Something really old.
Whoa.
Oh, man. Dragoneer is dead. I knew I should have worked harder. All of them are dead? That can't be true. I worked so hard for them. Wait, who?
Oh, crushed to death.
Because it just landed on them?
What? But they weren't
How?
even under it.
What? Does it spawn on top of them?
I don't know.
How are you supposed to manage with this?
Not be under it, I guess. Oh, it's a room-wide AoE when they spawn, since coding location crush damage is hard.
Would you have had to have predicted where they were going to spawn in and then send people out as swiftly as possible?
I would have had to guess where they were going to spawn. They might only spawn specifically...
In the chambers.
Yeah, well,
Well-
I'd have to get them in the hallways, because I don't think they spawn in any of the smaller hallways. They seem to only spawn in big rooms.
Well, right. Because they wouldn't fit otherwise.
Yeah, okay. So unfortunately that means we're going to have to redo the day, just because.
Oh, no.
I mean, I could just leave, but
I
don't want to.
Fine, restart the day.
okay, so just got to remember this guy likes repression and attachment. Alright. Music is sick, though. But yeah, we got to retry the day. That one's rough. I mean, it happens. Now we know. And now we can deal with the spider really, really easily. It's a little tempting with some of these characters to just give them... Like, if I gave him 1 fortitude, I mean, that's not the worst idea. But no.
Just to make them a little bit stronger to combat that particular instance.
Yeah, but I don't think I need to do that. Alright. Let's see. Start you on that. Let's see. These characters. So it doesn't matter with the bear what I have them do. As long as I don't do that. And even then, I guess it doesn't matter. Because there's no downside to doing poorly with this dude. Huh. But you probably get less EXP if you do bad.
That and
going to
energy
assume.
production.
Okay. And we're going to make Chad and Cryoris. There we go. Usable mind there. Then I just have to make sure that these two don't.
So, I suppose on the topic of scary shadow creatures, considering those blobs with runes written all over them and, you know, tentacles emerging from either side, they just completely squashed the majority of your people?
Yes. All of my people.
All of them.
I mean,
in
everybody
fact.
except for the absolute newbies.
Ah, I see.
Which, suffice to say, not exactly where I want to be.
No. I'm reminded of how there does seem to be a popular design for inexplicable horror shadow beasts, and that tends to be obviously the writhing, oozing, sometimes asymmetrical, dark, inky mass, and then usually some kind of glowing light emerging from within, or extra eyeballs, or symbols and things of that nature. I find that usually it tends to be a magenta or red or purple or very rarely blue. I haven't seen green used as much, interestingly enough, and gold. But yeah, it just seems to be a popular design choice. And obviously things like tentacles only add to their alien appearance. But it was interesting when we were playing Final Fantasy the other day, where it was a situation in which the light was actually the antagonistic force.
Let's not get into that too much.
Okay.
Because possible
Sorry.
spoilers. That's like the one game I don't want to talk about plot-wise. Yeah.
But I suppose this isn't too spoiler, but I just find it interesting when you have light-themed villains.
Yeah.
Or light-themed monsters. You know, having that contrast of... And the interesting thing is, obviously, light and dark.
Mm-hmm.
You know, people associate darkness with the unknown and villainy and whatnot because of a lot of colloquial sayings, you know. Also because of things being dirtied, being dark, or things like coal or mud or things of that nature being dark or whatnot. But then also just fear of the night, of the shadows, the things beyond your sight. You know, for people in ancient times, the cover of night was actually probably quite terrifying. You didn't know what was out there lurking in the darkness. And people would probably seize the opportunity to assail one another under the cover of night. But it's interesting too, having the...
Oh, this is much easier than the murder machines. It's just the blobs.
Oh, you got a completely different...
Yeah.
Okay.
And Fruit of Understanding is still a little dangerous, but not as much.
Yeah.
Wait.
And then, you know, having the light. When the light is evil, it tends to be under the pretense of it is some kind of system in which something that is holy or pure ends up passing judgment on any who don't fit its prerequisites, which in most cases it would mean everyone is flawed and wouldn't be able to live up to its demands, so then they choose to smite people instead. Or they're overpowering and oppressive and things of that nature, whereas villains born of darkness tend to be more corrupting. So I don't know. It's just, that's an interesting thing to think of.
What? There's... Oh.
Oh no!
Oh.
He's escaped, hasn't he?
Okay. So it's weak to white, and we don't remember what its attack type is. Dragoneer does white. It's
on the move.
It's a bit mad. It's fine. I don't know where it's going. Oh.
It probably does this when it's frustrated with others' lack of understanding, that these aliens so desperately want to spread their knowledge and attain this perfect understanding, and they believe that no, it is their destiny to spread this knowledge throughout the universe. But oh no, you know, your minds are much too feeble to take up its message. Oh, there it goes, it's singing. Oh no. Oh no. Whoa.
I think they're fine. Unfortunately, I can't exactly check their stats. With these characters,
I thought they would have lost their minds, wouldn't they?
No, they're fine. It does sanity damage to them. But otherwise, they're okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we're just gonna kind of relax for a bit. It's okay. I'll just kind of chill for a moment. No, Wander was playing Lobotomy Corp. Yeah, we're gonna be streaming a little bit more often. Ideally, I mean, with these mods, this is going to just go tremendously faster. So ideally, I'd very much like to actually kind of charge forth and potentially get pretty far on it. Let's see. Here's the one. I'm gonna start repressing this thing.
Oh, really? The tree?
Yeah. Because now that we know, all I have to do is just hyperclick on a person
to send them away. It means you have to watch out for them, and the characters are awfully small on this map.
But all I have to do is watch out for this. If this is 0...
Mm-hmm. Oh, already have enough energy collected. So I suppose then you might want to grind further just to unlock everything about the most recent abnormality.
Yeah. That was kind of my goal. Let's see. Missed this one looking through my follows. Happy New Year, everyone. Happy New Year.
What's the time?
It's almost 11.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So
we've still got 8 time. Did I get everything with a happy teddy bear? No, because we got kicked back. I think there's another gun I can grab too.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, nothing from there.
Is the old lady jealous?
So I automated Cryoris to go say hi to her. She's doing okay.
Keep the old lady happy.
Yeah, I'm kind of using her for stats, which may or may not actually be wise, but it's fine.
If you had to frequently visit one of our current abnormalities, which one would it be?
Like, oh gosh. I feel like one sin would be kind of fun. Because all it wants to do is just hear you talking about, like, shit you've done, if I remember right.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah. So, you just tell it it's,
Don't you tell it...
your sins?
You tell it your sins.
And it just is happy. One sin is like a 6-foot-tall skull, so it's still imposing.
Oh, wait. So what about the old lady? Does she just tell you...
She just tells you weird stories, if I remember right. I mean, Fairy Festival would be kind of reasonable.
But you would only be able to hang out with Fairy Festival for the rest of your days.
They chill out for a while. Like...
I would not want to be with the tree. Just consume you.
Oh, we have a Glyphoth meltdown. That would explain things.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Who was the last person that worked with the happy teddy bear?
Uh-oh. Oh, Happy Teddy Bear, I see
Lord
2B Lewis. And then Lord...
It'd be really nice if they were, like, color-coded or something.
Oh.
Or if, like, I could specifically click on, like, Happy Teddy Bear. Alright, so I think it is...
That or you have a third person that you solely cycle in when you forget which of the previous two you had last.
Okay. I think it's them.
And then, you can start the cycle again.
Oh, yeah, that would make sense. I could just pull somebody from another department briefly. Because I don't think the Happy Teddy Bear is... Nope.
What's wrong?
I hit cancel. I meant to do this. Because Happy Teddy Bear actually responds perfectly fine to a level 1 attachment work. I don't think they do that much damage.
Oh, Lord KO has died of excessive bleeding.
Aha! No, they haven't.
From what?
We were wrong. The teddy bear went for the kill.
That's why I asked you to just use a third person.
Yeah, I should have. It's fine. Because our stats are looking better across the board. Obviously, Vlad and Viral are going to need some work.
So we didn't actually get to unlock too much of the echoes, or did we?
We got all of the Fragment of the Universe's knowledge. We just didn't get its loots.
The items.
But that's okay. We'll just get that kind of passively over time.